Focus on yourself. This is 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 with a very important message for you. The only easy and effective way to improve the quality of your life is to focus on the quality of your life. You may want to listen to that again. But you see, there is no two-way about it. You can't improve the quality of your life without first focusing on yourself. How much time you spend improving the quality of your self-worth determines how your life will eventually turn out to be. It takes focus to achieve greatness in life. Those who focus on themselves will always remain on course, no matter the distractions that come their way. People tend to be easily distracted simply because they lack focus. You can't be focused and be distracted at the same time. One must give in for the other to come in. Now listen to me. You've got everything that can help you live a beautiful and successful life. But because you've refused to look inward and focus on yourself for a moment, you're intrinsically blind to these potentials of you. This is the time for you to just look inward and unravel those hidden potentials of yours. In the words of Les Brown, when you shift your attention to yourself, there are countless opportunities to explore. Did you hear that? It means that if you pay attention to what others are doing and others people's stuff that are not much relevance or importance, your eyes will be blind to those hidden opportunities that lie within you. So, friends, it's time to shift attention to yourself and explore all that God has invested in you. Did you hear that I used the word invested? Yeah, because the divine creator has invested so much in you with the expectation that you will give a good return on the investment, ROI. But unfortunately, you've not invested in yourself. You've allowed all that investment to lie to waste without any corresponding profit, simply because you failed to take out time to focus and discover what's inside of you. You have focused on others for too long. You've been playing the good girl or good guy for too long. By focusing on others, friend, it's time to shift the attention to yourself. Yeah. You now need to focus on yourself for a moment and bring out the best in you. Now listen to me. You can't be of help to someone else until you first help yourself. And by the time you make yourself strong, that self-strength will seamlessly spill over to everyone else. They will be inspired by you. They will follow your example. It's that simple and easy. But it starts with self-focus. Some say focusing on yourself is selfish, but that's a big fat lie. Rather, I will tell you to settle for a mediocre life that you hate is what is selfish, because that will be replicated for many generations to come until someone decides to act otherwise and to change the tide. Is that you? So what then do you want? Is it not better to focus on yourself and make the best out of it than to focus on others and settle for a lesser version of you? Friend, you owe it to yourself to see how far you can go in life. You owe it to yourself to earn the kind of money that you want to. You owe it to earn the money that you want to earn. You owe it to yourself to be the kind of person you want to be, to feel the vibes you want to feel. You owe it to yourself, no one else. You owe it to yourself to be great. You owe it to yourself and no one else. All you do is focus on you. Focus requires for you to channel all the strength and energy to a particular course until you achieve your desired result or goal. You can't focus on too many things at the same time and expect to achieve success. Let me say that again. You can't focus on too many things at the same time and expect to achieve success, because success demands singleness of purpose. In the words of the great late Dr. Wayne Dyer, self-actualizing people, highly functioning people who live at extraordinary levels of awareness, train their minds to focus on what they intend to create and what they intend to manifest, and they won't let anybody change their mind. That is to say, for you to truly focus or truly be focused, you need to train your mind, because it is the nature of people to be distracted by the happenings around. Unless your mind is trained to focus on the things that matter, you're most likely to be distracted. Now listen to this short story. One day, the Zen instructor wanted to teach his students a new technique of shooting an arrow. He told his students to cover his eyes with a cloth, and then he shot his arrow. When he opened his eyes, he saw the target with no arrow in it, and when he looked at his students, they looked embarrassed because their teacher had missed. The Zen master asked them, "What lesson do you think I intend to teach you all today?" They answered, "We thought you would show us how to shoot at the target without looking." The Zen master said, "No, I taught you that if you want to be successful in life, don't forget the target. You have to keep an eye on the target. Otherwise, you may miss a good opportunity in life." They looked at each other, impressed with the lesson. Whoa. Did you learn anything relating to the power of focus from that story? Whatever you desire in your life, maybe the key to achieving it is focus. You've got to aim and focus on your target. If you must achieve that, your desired result. Did you know human beings think about 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts a day? Some people say it's millions, but on the minimum, just mental chatter, images or movies playing in our head. 95% of these thoughts are repetitive of the previous days, and 80% of the habitual thoughts are negative. Oh, what a staggering statistic. But then in order for you to achieve success, you need to learn how to focus on all these thoughts of what you want. Yeah, you need to focus on what you want. Focus on what is important to you and relevant to your life goals. Not everything that glitters is gold. A person without a focus is a person without purpose. A person without a purpose is a person without direction. A person without a specific direction in life will settle for any location as his or her final destination. So when you lack focus, you become easily distracted by every side attraction, thereby shifting you from your destination. Remember, just a step away from your direction will lead you further apart from your destination. You need to go into the direction of your destination and stay focused on your destination and stay in the direction of your destination. Don't get distracted. I know that was a lot to take in, but you get it, and it's easy to understand. Now hear this. This is the big question. What do you really want in life? Until you are able to answer that question with so much level of certainty and confidence, you're not ready to focus. You must first know what you want so that you can focus on what you want. You will be able to define what you clearly want before you focus all your attention on achieving it. So let's say that in the positive. You want to clearly know what you want and then focus all of your attention on achieving it. It's just that simple. Knowing what you want helps you to channel all of your energy, your time, and your every resource into what is needed in the realization of your dream and your aspiration. Isn't that awesome? People often ask Noelle, so how did you get to multimillionaire from your parents' basement? And of course the answer is focus. But at first it was risk, me taking a little bit of risk, me being different, trying to do things differently. But it was focus that got me to multimillionaire. Let me explain. Noelle used to live in her parents' basement. I was bankrupt. I was foreclosed on. I had no money. I had bad credit. I had 2 kids with one on the way. It was a bad situation. And I canceled a course at my college because I was going to school too to try to get my life back on track. I canceled a college course in order to pay for a real estate coach that taught me what I do now and make millions of dollars with. But I ended up going back to work even after I'd learned this great skill. And it was me wanting to quit my job so that I could be the multimillionaire and live the life of my dreams. That was focus. That I had to focus. In order to quit my job, my 6-figure job, and become a multimillionaire, I need to focus on one thing. I focused on one thing. So here are a few thoughts on how you can have more focus. First, you need to get better acquainted with yourself. Building a strong self-relationship is a great way to focus on yourself. When you feel uncertain about your identity, that can make it tough to get clarity on what you want in life. Without some familiarity of yourself, you can't do much to achieve your goals. Live according to your values or get your needs met. So, get familiar with yourself. Know who you are. Who you are. Not what other people told you, but who you are. Number 2, second, make sure you're seeking out what you really want. You have been familiar with yourself. Now you need to vigorously pursue what you truly want. Some of you care so much about what your friends or your loved one wants for you, while you abandon what you truly want and desire. But if you must focus your attention properly on yourself, make sure you are passionately pursuing what you want in life. And then lastly, avoid the comparison trap. Stop measuring yourself against other people. They. Measuring by other people and they. You compare yourself just to you because you are wise and you make great decisions. Did you hear that? It is unwise to compare yourself with other people whom you don't know their life goals or their ambitions. You don't know who they are, nor do you care. You only have your life to live, so live it. Most people compare themselves to others on occasion. Probably feel a little envious of a particular friend who always seems to be happy. If only I had this or that. Well, you would be happy. You don't have to worry about other people. Their happiness does not stem from different things. Your happiness does not either. You have everything that you need to do. And every goal, every resource, everything that you need, you have. So remember, only focus your mind on you. Only the focused mind can truly maximize and achieve their full potential. This is Noelle. To your success.